Well, hello, my Jedi friends. Today we're going to do a Christmas themed What If? What If? I always find at this time of year that it's great to indulge in some of the traditions. And one of the traditions I love is the Scrooge story, because it resonates so deep for a lot of us. What if? What if, folks? Now, interestingly enough, this can be a really powerful exercise for you if you embrace it. And I want you to imagine right now who's coming for you. Who's coming for you, folks? Because if you do this exercise, if you go through the three ghosts scenario, you can massively change your life if you're ready. But only if you're ready, my friends. Only if you're ready. If you're ready, stay for the journey. If not, quick, turn it off. It could be too painful. It could be too painful, Adam. I don't want to do it. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. So, let's look at the story. The story all is about people reflecting on their life and where they're at and learning hard truths. Hard truths, folks. Now, it is tough. Now, I know people that are so tapped in, that are so connected to the energy world and can read energy so well that when I introduce them to people, people don't like it. People do not like being seen, being properly seen. And part of the journey is that there's a part of you that you're worried about the judgment that you would receive. There's a part of you that you haven't told anyone about, even your closest, nearest, and dearest. And this is our disassociation from life. So I'm going to say that that's the tough stuff. That's the really tough stuff that you probably don't quite want to share. You're worried about how you'll be judged. You're worried about how would people perceive you if they really knew who you actually were. Oh, think about that, folks, who you actually are. And our deepest fear is not being loved. And the worst part of that is that we allow other people not loving us to reflect on our own relationship. Because the only relationship that's real here is your relationship with yourself. And this story, this unfoldment is all about your relationship with you. And if you were prepared to do the things that we talk about here, it would free you. It would absolutely free you. Because the odds are that most empaths or most people with high empathy at the moment are starting to feel increasingly lonely, such as the vibration, the shift on the planet right now, folks. That's just the way it's going down. It's the way it's going down. And not only that, you're being traumatized into waking up, being absolutely traumatized. So if you want to speed that process up, because you're already in pain now anyway, you're already in pain, you're already feeling it, folks, then you might just be ready for this exercise. And we're going to go through three areas of your life. So the object of this isn't to think too much about it. It's just to really follow it. Follow your thoughts as I talk you through this. See where they lead. See where they lead, folks. So we're going to work with your unconscious mind now. Your unconscious mind works quickly. We've talked about this before, and it will always be the first answer that comes to you. So the more you trust the first answer that you get to this exercise, the more powerful it will be. And if you find yourself getting an answer and going, no, it can't be that, then that's definitely what you need to be focused on. So we're going to go through a series of questions. We're going to go through a journey, folks, a journey, a Christmas carol. I'm taking you on your very own Christmas carol. So first up, the ghost of Christmas past. So when I ask that question, what from your past is coming up right now? Now, it might be good. It might be a good thing. And if it is a good thing, that's good because it's guiding you as to where you need to be heading, where you need to be thinking, where you need to be guiding your thoughts. If it's not such a good thing, then that's obviously something that needs to be cleared. We need to clear it, folks. But at least you'll know what it is that needs to be cleared. So trust your first thought, trust your guidance, trust your intuition on this, folks. Good things that you're thinking of are to guide you of what you need to be doing more of. Bad things are things that need to be cleared. Now, you don't necessarily need to clear it on this process, but Actually knowing what the problem is half of the problem, or half of the solution is knowing what the problem is. Most people feel shit and they've got no idea why. That's the reality of it, folks, that knowing what the problem is half of the solution. So sometimes, well, let's talk about things like narcissists. You know what the problem is. You know the problem in the case of a narcissist. If you've identified that they're a narcissist, half of the solution is knowing that that's the problem. Now, dealing with the rest of the solution, well, there's plenty of videos on this channel about that. But we're just going to embrace this. And I'm going to ask you again, what else is coming to your mind from the past right now? Whatever's just popped into your mind is very relevant, folks. It may pay you to pause the video and take notes on this, because this exercise can be brilliant for you. Identifying what the problem is, what the root, what did you enjoy doing? Reflecting on the stuff in your life that where you felt in flow, where you enjoyed it. What were those times? What were you doing? The past. What was your biggest regret? Think about that, folks. From your past, if you could go back in time, where are you going and what are you going to do? Just entertaining this exercise, folks, can wake you up, can unlock something in your mind. You can unlock your mind wherever your thoughts are taking you right now is very, very relevant, significant for you. It's the main thing that you would change if you go back in time. And here's a question. If you went back to your 10-year-old self, you've got 1 minute. What advice do you give yourself? You don't get time to think about it, folks. Go with the first thing that pops into your head. What would you have to know as a 10-year-old that would prepare you for now? That advice is relevant. It's all relevant. Everything that you're coming out with now is relevant. Taking notes is your friend right now. Pause the video if you need to. You can restart it. You can restart this process. Ghost of Christmas Past, folks. The ghost of Christmas Past. And that was the friendly ghost. Now, you can do this as often as you like and ask yourself those same questions. You might find different stuff coming to you. And what you will find if you do it enough is that there's a theme, folks. There's certain things that you've been doing in your life where you're in flow, where you're loving what you're doing. And you need to be doing more of that in your life. Or it's certainly going to help you to be doing more of that in your life. And this is just a little reminder. There's also certain things that you've done that it's not going to benefit you to do more of. And that's what the Ghost of Christmas Past is about. That's what this exercise is about. Pause the video, take notes, write a journal. Journals help, folks. Journals help. Just the act of writing a journal will massively transform your life just for this exercise, but moving forward. Okay, folks, we've done our past, and you can go back and do this as often as you like. You don't even need me guiding you to do this. You can do this whenever you like. Pick up a pen and paper and be your own counselor. Be your own voice of reason. Be your own ghost of Christmas past, present, and future. So now the second ghost, my friends. A second ghost. It's a Jedi ghost. It's a ghost of Jedi presence. Felt your presence, my Jedi friends. It's time to be completely present right now. Right now. Complete presence. Nothing else matters but this moment. Lose the need to think about anything else right now. Because the ghost of Christmas presence. I felt your presence. Present right now. Notice what's going on inside your body. Notice what's going on in your mind. What's the one thing in your life which, if you resolved, when you resolved, is going to help you to feel better the fastest? First thing, folks, write it down. First thing. What else, when you resolve it, is going to help you to move through this process to a better place as fast as possible? Notice what comes up, folks. Notice what comes up. What would you have to be aware of right now to radically transform your life? First thing, folks. First thing. Write it down. Pause the video if you need to. Right here, right now. What thing could you do straight after this process that will move you in the right direction? Little steps, folks. What could you do? Steps towards something better. Take your time. Process this. Pause the video if you need to. Write stuff down. Now, my friends, the ghost of Christmas future. If you change nothing, where do you think that leads you in 10 years' time? Think about that. Be honest with yourself. And the first thing that comes to your head. Now, I'm not here to judge that. Only you know what the future lays in store as you get older. You've got a sense of it. You can do this. Where does it lead? Where are you going to go if you don't change your mindset or your focus right now? 10 years' time, where do you think that leads, folks? Where does it lead you? So ask a better question. Maybe that is the better question. And if it is, you're probably not doing this exercise, or you are, and you're just curious. And pat on the back, time well done. But where would you like to be in 10 years? What would you like to be doing? What is the golden goose here? If there were no restrictions, what does that look like? What does the future look like? Take time to focus on that. How would you have to think differently to achieve that? What would you have to believe for that to be a realistic goal? Do this, folks, and the better part of you will come through. There is a higher self that you have with higher wisdom and bigger focus and great manifesting powers if you get this right. Feel what's good, know what needs to change, and plan the future. Plan it, align it, feel it. And this is the important one. I want you to put yourself 10 years in the future in the perfect place for you. And I want you to think about this until you feel what it was like to know with absolute certainty that you're going to achieve that. Absolute certainty. How does that feel? Put yourself in that position till you get the emotion of it, the certainty, the clarity. Write it down. What does it feel like? Do that, folks. Do that exercise and do it again. Do it until you get a clear vision. Do it until you feel it. And the ghosts will have done their work. The ghosts, the Jedi ghosts will have done their work, my friend, and you will be that Jedi. You'll be that Jedi master. Be attracting things that will help that future happen because you're feeling it now. You're not going to let anybody get in your way. You're not going to believe anyone that doesn't believe in you. And you are going to be magnetic for people that do believe in you. Embrace this exercise, my friends. Embrace it. And you can have your own Christmas carol. You can create your own story. At this time next year, as you're telling your Christmas carol, you'll have your own version to bring to the mix. And there you go, my friends. And on that uplifting note, with that wonderful exercise, we will uplift you. We'll hope that the ghosts bring you exactly what you need to achieve what you need to achieve, to align with the reason that you're here, with your bigger purpose for life, your purpose for existence, folks, your reason to be here. Get that right, and everything changes. Everything changes, my friends, my Jedi friends. So take this exercise, move forward with certainty and clarity. And if you've not got certainty and clarity, do it again. Do it again till you've got it. Bookmark this page. Like and subscribe, my friends, if you're not already subscribed, because there's going to be lots of other pieces of this jigsaw to help you to find your way, to find your purpose, to feel better, to navigate your way through your own ghosts, through the ghosts of your mind. The ghosts of your mind, my friends, you will feel better, you will align, and you will have a wonderful Christmas.